Virgin Galactic drops right now. What's going on in this video? We're going to talk about, it's only a brief video in fact, but in this video we're going to talk about the immediate reaction to the markets, why the market is down on Virgin Galactic today, how long we feel it is before we get our money out of Virgin Galactic and be able to make a profit. Looking forward to September the 8th information on the next flight. What does that mean? We may have some celebrity flights by the end of the year as well. We'll talk about that, and also going to give you the chance to win $204 in cash. Only got a few days away now before we give it away. All that's coming up in this video. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and smashing the like button. Let's get straight into the video and see what's going on. Now, why is Virgin Galactic going down today? That's the first question. I often get asked this when the markets go down. Why is Virgin Galactic going down? Well, the reason for this is we had a good jobs report yesterday. The market bounced. Today we got a bit of a correction. That's kind of all that's happening. The overall markets are a little bit flat today. There is the S&P is up at the moment, but we're basically getting correction from yesterday, and we're selling off. What is driving the stock price down is because, one, we've still got the dilution. It hasn't happened yet, and we'll know when it happens when the SEC filing comes out. We will know when the final dilution is done. I've not seen an SEC filing yet, so it hasn't happened as far as I'm concerned. And if it does happen, you'll see the drop, the stock drop potentially to 150. Also, we've got some projections here of how long it's going to take before the earnings per share starts to tick up. And unfortunately, we got another year, maybe 2 years before the Delta fleet kick in and we start making profit and returning money to the shareholders. So it is a long-term investment right now. Scalp trading for this stock is pretty much done, for me anyway. I'm now just building a position as we drop, but I'm waiting for certain numbers before I do drop into it. So let me give you the information that we've got here this morning and some projections as well. So let's go over and look at this. So Virgin Galactic announced on Monday that the Galactic 3 window will open September the 8th. We already knew that. It was a couple of days ago. But the markets are now reacting to that. So let's look at it. The space tourism is continuing a monthly cadence of space flights. The one thing that was noted by one of our investors is the fact that this time has come slightly forward, and that's quite encouraging that there's no delays, and in fact it was slightly less than a month. So if we can inject that optimism into the stock, and as I'm talking about it, which very often happens on my show, it's starting to come back up again. All right, it's looking pretty good. Anyway, let's carry on. The September mission would be the company's 4th space flight in 4 months. The 3 Galactic 03 crew members are the first of Virgin Galactic's group of founder astronauts, the first customers whose forward-thinking vision and early ticket purchases helped make the dream of regular commercial space flights a reality. Of note, the Galactic 03 crew bought their tickets as early as 2005 and have been an active part of the company's vibrant future astronaut community. Now, I have, and I purposely waited to this part of the video. For those of you who have got this far, I have a Virgin Galactic guest on my show very, very soon. In fact, in about a week's time. I've announced it to nobody yet. You're the first people to hear about it. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but we have a big deal in the Virgin Galactic space. I'm very, very excited. If you click above my head, when this video comes out, I'm making this in a live video, so it's not there. It'll take you to our live event, a live interview happening live with another Virgin Galactic investor, somebody I really want to bring you to. So I'm not going to tell you who it is. You'll have to go and click on that link, and you will find out. I'm very, very excited to bring our guest live on the show. In the past 12 weeks, Virgin Galactic has introduced 11 new astronauts to the world following the Galactic 03 spaceflight. The customers on board would become Virgin Galactic astronauts 14, 15, and 16. I like that. All right, despite Virgin Galactic SPCE beginning monthly commercial space flights, the company forecast is to report losses in the next 6 quarters. And if we look at that now, I know this is quite small. I think I can zoom in a tiny bit more. No, that's as much as I can go in. It's quite small. I appreciate that. But essentially what this is saying is it's saying that the earnings per share estimate, which is losing money at 44 cents in Q3 23, Q4 it's 42 cents, 43 cents, 42 cents, not really going anywhere to at least December 24. However, we know all this. It's a long-term investment right now. We have to give it patience. This isn't going to drive up the stock. We all thought that when Elon Musk flew or something like that. Of course, that hasn't happened yet. And we're hoping to get some celebrity flights by the end of this year. We could see a bit of a bounce. However, I think it's time for accumulation. What you should be concerned with now is not if you can make a scalp trade on it. I don't think. For me, it's just a position to hold right now. It has been a scalp trade, but now it's a position to hold. The question you've got to ask yourself, and why you'd be in the stock in the first place, is, am I able, and will the company be able to survive until the Delta fleet? That's what it's all about. Now, I think a lot hinges on the pause. If we get a pause on the Fed rate I'm talking about, if we get a pause, then Virgin Galactic know where they're going. That will help them. It won't bring the rates down. It won't bring their borrowing costs down, but it will allow them to be more accurate with their projections, not expecting any more rate hikes. Remember, when a rate hike goes up by 0.25% to you and I, it might not mean a lot. It means a heck of a lot to Virgin Galactic, and it brings that burn rate, that time that they can go between now and bankruptcy a lot closer. So we don't want to see any more rate hikes. I don't think we need one. I think we should have a pause. I predicted last time we should have had a pause. I think it's more likely to get a pause now than it was before last time. I think it's what we need. It's what the markets deserve. Anyway, there's Virgin Galactic. So make sure that you do click above my head and find out who our star guest is live on the show next week. Coming up is a live interview. It's really exciting. I'm very excited to bring this guest to our show, and join us for that and more Virgin Galactic videos and things I think you'll find. Over here, you'll see the $204 cash giveaway. We've only got a few days to go. Oh, there we go. Sean just subscribed to me during a live show. Go and click on that link there, and you can enter our free prize giveaway. Virgin Galactic is now coming back up again. Very, very nice indeed. And we'll know when the dilution happens. I will make sure that you know. I'll bring it to you. As always, take care of yourselves and each other.